The Melodic Blue by Baby Keem, cousin of Kendrick Lamar, new and upcoming, well, he's not really upcoming now, he is quite established rap talent. This is probably one of the most interesting listens in rap or hip hop, whatever you want to say, that I've heard in a while. Probably since Playboy Carti's Whole Lotta Red, I guess. In that it's an album that is very interesting, it's very different, and I wanted to like it more than I did. Now, I would say I like this more than Whole Lotta Red, because there's more consistency here. The production, for the most part, is really good. It's exciting, it's varied, it doesn't feel the same, really, on any tracks. There's a few tracks where the production is sort of like, okay, this is cool, but it's not doing too much for me. But for the majority of the time, the production here is, like, very, very good. Baby Keem, I think his best quality is, like, his sort of, the way he delivers his words, like his vocal inflections and his delivery. He's got so many different ones, and they're all very intriguing, and they sort of add a bit of depth to his music. And you can see that's kind of come onto Kendrick a bit, by the way. Those two are cousins, if you didn't already know. You probably do. And Kendrick shows that on, like, Range Brothers and Family Ties, of course. This track has some really good tracks on it. The opening track is great. Family Ties with Kendrick, of course, is probably one of my favourite hip-hop cuts of the 2020s so far, and of 2021 in general. The last track on the album, 16, is like this sort of synthwave cut. I really like that. That was really cool. And there's lots of cool tracks on here. Lost Souls as well, I quite like that. It's an R&B cut, and whether it's the version on its own or with Brent Fires, it sounds really good. But what stops this album for me from being a good album and is there's just a bit too much here. There's like a few tracks on here, like Pink Panties or South Africa, or the one with Don Toliver, where it's like, it's fine. I mean, I don't mind listening to it while it's there, but it's not something I want to go back to. Like, Do-Rag Activity with Travis Scott is another example. It's interesting, and it's kind of making Travis Scott do something a little bit different to what we expect. But overall, it's just like, yeah, this is fine while it's on. It's not something I want to put on again. And just, because this album is 16 tracks long, that's the version without the side B bit. And, of course, there's the deluxe out now, so now it's even longer. But without that, it's quite a long listen. And I don't mind an album being long. It's, I have the patience for it. But if I come back to this project, there's like a track here and a track there that I'm sort of just like, it's fine, but I'm not going to just go out of my way to listen to that. And, I mean, I'm going to finish off by talking about Range Brothers. It's probably one of the most bizarre tracks I have heard in a long time. There's the very different productions on here. I think the production here is pretty cool. Baby Keem's vocal inflections go from really great to just borderline bizarre at points. Kendrick on here is very interesting as well. He brings something different, top of the morning. And the sort of ad-libs when Baby Keem's doing it's Baby Keem. It really is bizarre, but I kind of love it at the same time. I don't think the track's good because it's like half of it is really great and half of it is bizarre. But I love the intention here, and that's kind of my thoughts on this album. There's some really cool ideas here. For the most part, they're done well, but there's just too much here for me that's meddling or not as interesting. So yeah, overall, I think this is an enjoyable listen. It's something I may go back to in the future. Maybe my thoughts will improve on it, and I think it's a good album. But for now, it's worth a listen. It's definitely very interesting, and yeah, I mean, I recommend you go check it out. Maybe you'll like it more than me, maybe less.